Guys, it's Christmas Eve day, and I told you I wasn't sure if we were going to make it or not, but not only are you blessed with the fact that I am here, just kidding, but I have my oldest daughter, Lillian, who is... Lily, is admittedly not totally a beer drinker, but she's had some that she's liked, but I'm willing to bet that she's never had...
Sorry.
Any, that just never happens while we're doing these. My phone never goes off. So, I'm willing to guess that she's had like Miller and
Guinness.
Ooh, Guinness.
I liked the Guinness.
So here's the thing. I told you next time we get together we're gonna look at the Oatmeal Stout Gramps from Odell. We're gonna do that. Actually, this might turn into a drunken brew review because I wanted to have her try a few things that and what else but to throw in the mix. Bengali, representing the light IPA. Brown Sugar, representing a heavy-hitting IPA. One of my new favorites, Left-Handed Brewer's Nitro Milk Stout. Now the thing is that these two are going to have some similarities, but oh well. We're each going to be drinking, I guess, the equivalent to 2 full beers. So the question is do the review first?
Might as well.
Okay, so words of wisdom have been spoken.
Did you start already?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
The turkey is behind the Left-Hand Brewer's Milk Stout, if that's what you wanted to check on. See, this never happens either, right, guys? This is like the first time that Christine has come downstairs while we're doing one of these, so we should feel honored to be interrupted. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
I'm just gonna leave it in there until tonight, and then I'll take it out later.
Okay. That's for tomorrow.
Yeah, for you guys.
Huh?
I said yeah for you guys.
Yeah, well. What is wrong with you? I'm a vegetarian. Hey, but okay, so we're gonna start with this. Typical cap. Odell. Now let's see, what do I use to open this? That's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked. Yesterday, yesterday in the mail, I received this really nice index stop for the pistol from Steve Bush, and he informed me that it wasn't what I thought it was. That's my Steve. What could possibly go wrong there, really?
You're not expecting me to drink all that, are you?
Yeah. It's a half a beer. Stop being a baby. Sorry, I got beer jizz on my hand.
Anybody want that?
Okay, well. No, wait. You gotta do this right if you're gonna review beers.
Chill out.
It has a beer-like smell. Cheers. Seriously though, this one's an oatmeal stout, and it has like a brown ale porter kind of smell to it.
It smells heavy.
Hey, Sebby.
Don't listen to her. It has a kind of a heavy light or a medium light mouthfeel to it. Right up front, you notice roasted malts. A little bit of a carbonation to it. Remember that.
Really nice.
And remember that because when you try this one, it's gonna have similar taste, but it's not gonna have that almost like
I like that though.
Coke. Coke. I might be creating a craft head as we speak. So roasted malts, a little bit of a carbonation. Then there's not really a bitter area. There's kind of a little bit of a dry spot. And then you'll start to get the chocolate first with coffee kind of in the background on this one. Honestly, not bad for an oatmeal stout, but this one is not going to knock my Lake Superior Brewers oatmeal stout off of its pedestal. Normally there'd be blah 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 and all sorts of shit, but there's still 3 beers to go, so I don't want this to turn into a 45-minute thing. Are you going to be able to finish that?
No, not if you want me to try all those. It's been over a year since I've had alcohol.
Yeah, it's been like a couple hours for me. Okay, this is where I put on an E scale for everybody. If you happen to see this, this wasn't bad. It is fairly early, and I have had breakfast so far, so I don't think the palate is too messed up. For an oatmeal stout on the E scale, I'm gonna give Odell's Gramps an 8. I'm gonna do this because there's gonna be a little thing that's gonna go bloop, and it's gonna say 8, and then HempSeedAddict, my internet, goes over and puts it on something called the E-scale so people can go find all these. She's great. I take back anything cruel I may have said. Okay. You want to start light and...
Well, we already had a dark one, so let's continue on that palette, and then we'll end on a refreshing note.
Okay.
Chug, 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 chug.
Left-hand brewers, a lot of you guys love this. Let's use a rather pricey bottle opener.
Much more smooth that time.
Yeah, that looked much better. There isn't beer all over the rail this time. Okay, knowing what I learned last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're supposed to go crazy on the pour with this one. I got yelled at by Steve. Steve, how's that? Okay, I couldn't do that with hers, but there you go. You're getting the. Ooh, you're right, Steve. I was completely wrong. I did not do it right ever. Look at
that beautiful froth.
Look at the little world that just got created in there. Just put your hand over yours and shake the shit out of it. Okay. Now, did you smell the other one?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna smell similar, but this one has more chocolate flavors up front. You know, now that you pointed it out, you know what this is like? This is sort of like you mixed this one with a Guinness. It has that, it's smoother, it's like beer lubrication. But it has more, I think it has more flavor.
Yeah.
I think you're getting definitely more flavor out of the nitro stout.
Yeah, but I miss the fizz.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Well, see, you would have, if we could have poured it in faster, it actually kind of creates its own.
That is better.
Yeah, see? See? Yeah, I'll never hear the end of it from Steve. The first one we tried was 6.4% by volume. This one is 6. Is my foot bleeding? Oh no, I'm sitting on some. This one is 6% by volume, so the alcohol is relatively the same on the two of these.
I like the flavor of this one better, but I like the fizzy of that one better. But I liked it better the other way.
Yeah, you gotta.
This one is.
You gotta pour with violence. See, now you'll get your ass kicked if we did this with this one. We wouldn't be drinking the shit for about an hour as we're waiting for the envelope of foam to come
Yeah,
down.
see, taste it's different.
Yeah, it is. It's almost completely different.
Oh, I don't like it. It was way better. And
So
yours?
what you're saying is you're done?
Yeah, it wasn't good like that.
Well, I can't drink it out of this. I'll get like cooties or something. Girl germs.
Oh my god!
I'm not used to drinking all this beer.
You're hilarious.
Okay. Now, actually, to be honest,
We should switch glasses.
I recommend a receptacle change.
Ugh. I don't like the way that hangs out on my palate.
This one?
Yeah.
Mine was better, though.
Yours was better.
That is
It wasn't good that way.
absolutely, and it does massively change the flavor. I did not get it right until my pour, so is terrible as you can make the pour, the better on this guy.
Yeah.
This one is going to be the heavier, so we'll be working our way down to that one.
Cool.
Lagunitas Brown Sugar Sweet Release. Now this one is 10%. It's actually 9.9, but we'll just round up. This one is going to be more powerful. Stick with the theme. This is actually a part from actually a fully functional part for a gun. And as a coincidence goes, Steve also sent me this. Wrong container. Probably gonna give you like that much.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're gonna be going to your grandmother's and you're gonna be
Wasted. Totally wasted.
shit faced.
Sorry, Grandma.
Okay. Now this
That
is this is going to be sweet and citrusy, and it's going to have a lot more of that punch in the bubbles that you were talking about. And this one, I don't want my comments to influence how you think it tastes, but citrus is going to either lean towards pine tree taste or grapefruit. This one is a little bit on the grapefruit side, and then you will notice the sweetness of brown sugar, and that's what is left behind. I'm getting full is what the problem is. Well, is it what I said? I'm sensing she may not like the brown sugar substitute.
No, not even a little bit. I like it at first, but the aftertaste is really... I don't know if it's because we just had the darks, but...
It's not helping that it's not the only thing that you're having. But the aftertaste is... the aftertaste on this is you're getting some... It's that hoppy, it's the bitterness that you're... It's a bitterness with the brown sugar.
I don't like...
They have another version of this called Brown Sugar Substitute, and I gave that one's a 10 all day long on my E scale, and this one is, I don't remember what the hell I gave it, 8.5, or it's not as good.
It's pretty generous.
Mm. Well, this brewery is pretty much known for doing everything great. As a matter of fact, coming up, I got one down there called Hairy Eyeball from them. Let's just hope that that's not one of the ingredients.
I'm working on it.
Want a sucker from Texas. So your sister was reading the ingredients, and you know how ingredients go by the highest quantity.
Mm-hmm.
They have the syrup listed first, and scorpion second.
Gross. I don't eat animals. I'm not gonna eat bugs.
Okay, this came from my good friend Johnny, and we've already talked about this. How many of you would first of all even start this sucker, and then would you eat the scorpion? I have it because it's just unique.
I'm working on it. Give me that look. Ugh. I don't like that.
So I hope you guys are all having a Merry Christmas. I think time will allow for me to get this edited and hopefully uploaded before we head off to grandmother's house. Because if it doesn't, then you're not going to see this today. Dinner, and well, I was about to tell her what we're having, but it won't matter.
Is there going to be anything for me to eat? Because I'm going to need food after this.
The main course is prime rib. I think prime rib on the grill, actually.
I've been a vegetarian since the 3rd grade. For all of you out there. I'm sure I'll get plenty of negative comments. It's fine.
Being a vegetarian isn't a terrible thing. Shopping at the grocery store for a vegetarian when you were still living at home was a pain in the ass.
Well, you should try going out to eat anywhere.
I know. A lot
Up here is the worst.
Yeah.
At least in the cities, there's places I can actually eat.
Restaurants really do not accommodate for someone with your...
Well, and I'm not even like a crazy nutbag vegan. I just don't eat meat. Or meat product.
Well, we might be finding out that if you don't like this one, you're just simply not an IPA person. Now, IPAs, it's all about that citrusy part of it. Ales and stuff like those are not going to have... Some of them do, but you can find beers that are a lot more smooth, and I don't really think I have anything right now that you could try that we'd... Everything I have over there is an IPA, or it's, you know, more of these, or more of those, or more of those.
Well, that's okay. I haven't eaten since 4:30 this morning, so... Tip your baristas, people.
Was it busy?
No. But people tipped really well today. One of my favorites, Mark, he put a 20 in the tip jar. It was spectacular.
Nice. As pre-discussed, this is going to be Bengali. A lot of you guys that... I don't know very many of you that have had this that absolutely don't love it. This is one that if I could go buy it, this would always be in my refrigerator. I have to rely on help from NIHAP for this. By the way, yesterday, along with the care package of Bengali, he added something for the giveaway, attack vest. And it's in, I think, Shoot Me Brown. Shoot Me Brown has a little bit of salmon in it. I don't know, what color would you call that?
That's like a light tan.
The more, but I look at it, and it, for some reason...
Well, because it has like a beigey quality to it. I'm the artist. I know.
Okay.
I know color.
You know these things.
I do.
Okay, so this one is citrusy, like grapefruit, but it has a very nice, like, tangerine flavor to it.
See that? I don't mind. That's a lot better. I didn't like that other one. This one I like.
This one I really like.
It's got it doesn't have that sharp aftertaste to it. It's... I mean, it's bright.
But if it's that aftertaste that you don't like, I would try to find you some ales that I've had that I really liked, because the ales usually have a much more smooth finish, where this one is going to have more of that bite at the end is usually a dry bitter.
Yeah, but it's not as bad on this one. It's nice.
This one also has a nice bread finish. You kind of get a biscuit or a bread along with that little bit of tangerine and citrus. It's like right there, right at the very end. Of course, you might take a little to like get that out of the system.
Oh.
Maybe with a designated driver today should see. This is something that has been requested by every one of them because they all think it'd be funny as hell. I'm being encouraged to be basically inebriated before I come down here and turn the camera on and do a review, a drunken brew review.
Be fun, like drunken history.
It'd be fun. I'd have to have Christine down here to turn the camera on and make sure that the lights and stuff I don't burn down the house as I slither back upstairs. Okay, so I'm guessing that if I were to put these in the order in which that if you had to take them, it would be something like, say something like that. Is that about right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd go with that.
Oh, okay. First would be the nitro, then the Bengali, and then... Now this one is really good, but I cannot believe the actual difference in the drinkability.
When I had yours, it was great, and mine tasted awful.
I'll have to remember from now on, whenever I drink this, to make sure I do my pour or something like that. But these, you can't do that.
Yeah,
I've actually had some where something like this resulted in a mess. It was like there was something in the glass that was like, holy shit. I mean, it's been a while because, I've become a professional. But there's been a couple of them where I actually had to take a break, turn the camera off, and wait for the damn carbonation level to come down so you could actually drink it. It was ridiculous. There's just some that are like that. One of my good buds, Paul over at BandEBrewReviews, or Paul's. I've seen a couple of his where just in the process of opening it, that would already had turned into a train wreck, and a lot of that sometimes is just how they're brewed, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to have a quarter of your beer in the form of foam all over the countertop that you weren't able to drink.
I haven't eaten since 4:30.
Well, maybe I should go find something. Hey, Grandma! I love you. Are we gonna have something other than fucking prime rib?
Pretty much.
Okay, well. Wait a second. Want some more?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, we learned that. Now, let me, in all fairness, if you were at the liquor store, because I know you are big into wines and mixed drinks, what do you buy if you go to the liquor store right now?
Lime gin.
Lime gin? Okay, so evidently, my ex-wife was messing around, and Lily was a product of somebody else other than me. You and your grandmother would get along fine. Her and that gin, it tastes like you just melted a Christmas tree down into a glass.
I like it. I have it with cranberry juice. And sometimes my tea. I'm a big tea drinker.
No. I'd have to try that combination. That might not be as...
It's really good. I get the... What brand is it? I don't remember. I have some at home right now.
Now, me personally, maybe because now I'm thinking about it. If I walk into the liquor store right now, of course I'm a huge vodka fan. Johnny didn't help by, well, he did help. Brought like eight bottles of vodka made for the Time Bandit vodka for Deadliest Catch, because evidently the boys thought they were going to be, billionaires off of selling their own vodka, and nobody bought it. But whatever vodka is in the bottle is exceptional. My guess is it tastes a lot like Kettle One, but I could be wrong. But no, me personally, right now, if you go to the liquor cabinet, I'd probably do a cranberry vodka. Now, wait, let me rephrase, word it right. Vodka in cranberry juice, that's one of them. I also like the traditional screwdriver. My buddy Greg makes, it's primarily pineapple juice, a shot of orange juice, and vodka.
That sounds good.
That is very good. Otherwise, I like scotch, but the stuff that I normally buy needs to be neat. And I also like whiskey, and I have to say primarily ginger ale, 7-Up, or Sprite. So, but these guys, and me personally, I'm a craft beer guy. I'll be honest when I say the old standby, the Bush Girl over there, I couldn't tell you the last time I actually bought it. Drink it? That's different. The dickhead next door, Mike, my friend, that's all he buys. So if I come home and you can tell you're in Minnesota when a couple of dumbasses are actually sitting outside and it's 21 degrees and you're having a beer. Yeah. But actually purchasing it, not so much. I can't buy that anymore. All I can buy is like this kind of stuff. And Odell has those seasonal ones. Got another one of those the other day, and I got another one. Oh, see, that's the part where it's getting kind of long on this. We need to talk about what we're going to look at next. We just did one from Odell, so why don't we look at this one that NIHAP sent. Ballantine Pale Ale, and I guess it'd be an IPA, India Pale Ale. It is 7.2% by volume, and nice, they actually have the IBUs on there. This one is 70. They are out of, is that actually, I'm getting a weird reflection. That's an MN, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This one is... I hate doing this, but it's just for a moment. So, a guy in... You're fired. A guy in New York City sends me a beer from Minnesota. This is from Cold Springs, Minnesota. And it has an entire novel on the back, which I'm not even going to attempt to read right at this very moment in time. But next time we get together, let's look at this. I'm guessing probably not tomorrow. But if it happens, it happens. So we'll take a look at this next. Otherwise, it sounds like Christine has gotten into the crystal meth, and we need to go find something for her to eat, which I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be.
Yeah.
So, again, Merry Christmas, everybody, and thank you. It was fun having she's actually up here for Christmas and does a brew review with me. Okay, cheers, guys. Merry Christmas, and remember, like we are going to do, we're going to have a designated driver.
Be safe, y'all.
So, yes, like I said numerous times in the past, I don't want to lose any of my friends. So, cheers, guys, and we'll see you next time.